You want to use useState like a senior React developer, and you just find the perfect video to do that. Because in this video, I'm going to answer all of these questions. What is useState? How we can use useState? And the most important question you need to know, why we need to use useState in React. And if you watch this video till the end, I promise you, you're never gonna need to watch any other video or read any other documentation about useState. All right, let's go. Hey guys, my name is Salar and welcome to my channel Salik and Code, where we have a lot of cool videos just like this one. Then, if you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe my channel and leave a comment down below for me. Alright, let's begin with the first question. What is useState? useState is a React hook which helps us to store our data somewhere and use it later. For example, you have a number, a string, an object, or a data comes from an API. You can store it and use it later. I know it sounds like variables in JavaScript. Yes, they are really similar, but there are some differences here, which I tell you a moment later. Let's go. Now, how we can use useState in our codes? What is the syntax of it? We can begin with a const, square brackets, and then equal sign, and the end of that useState, and parentheses, of course. This is the base structure of useState, and you need to know you must import useState from React, which I imported automatically. useState gives you two different things. The first one is state here between the square brackets, which is what keeps the value of our useState. The value is right here inside this state, the first one. I can log it here to show it to you. Let's see that. I refresh my page and now we can see that it's undefined. Why? Because like variables, when you don't set any default value or initial value, the value is undefined. We need to put a default value for it. Where we can put it, we can put our default value here between the parentheses. For now, I put number 0. Now, if I go back to browser, we can see that yes, the value now is 0. All right. This is the first one. We can show it here. State value is state. Hit this. We don't need this anymore. And this log. All right. Let's see that now it's here. All right. Cool. The second one is a method you can use to update your state, the value of your state. Let's see that. Set state. You can name it anything you want, but generally the syntax of that is like this. State, set a state. Name, set name. User, set user. Because the second one is a method, set the value of the first. All right? Cool. For that, I put a button here, update state, and then an onclick for that, onclick, which I want to put an arrow function. And in this arrow function, I want to update my state like this. It's a method. Because of that, we need these parentheses here, and we can put any value we want in these parentheses. For now, I want to change it from 0 to number 2. All right, let's go. If I now click on this button here, we can see that, yes, my state value changed to number 2. That's cool. This is the main structure and full structure of useState, how we can use it. You need to know about 3 things. The first one is initial value, which you need to put it here between the parentheses. The second one is the first thing useState gives you, which is the state. It's the value of your state. The second one is set state, which is a method you can use to update your state. This is the all thing you need to know about useState. All right. We can use several useState in our component. For example, we can use another one, const, square brackets, equal sign, and then useState. All right, the initial value will goes something like Salar, my name, and we have again 2 different things, state and set state. We can name it anything we want, like name, and set name. And again, you can use it, the first one, to show it to user like this. Name is this, and you can use set state to update your name. Let's see that. Name is Solar. All right. This is all thing you need to know about full structure about useState. All right. Now, how about object and arrays? Because there is a difference here when you want to update an object or you want to update a string. I want to show it to you because you need to make sure don't remove your data. Let's see that. I have an object here in my state, user, set user, and initial value. It's an object. All right. I just display it here and a button. I don't write anything in unclick here. I want to write it together. Let's see that. For now, I have name, Solar, age 27, and a button here, which doesn't work because it doesn't write anything. Now, I want to update my state here. Let's see that. Name, so John, and age 24, right? Now, if I click on this button, we can see that the changes. Let's see that. If I click here, we can see that yes, name changed to John, age changed to 24. But if I want to change one of them, just one of them, for example, just name, let's see that. Now, refresh the page and update user. Yes, we can see that name will change, but age will remove. Why? Because you need to know that, you need to just remember that. You need to, don't forget that, of course. You need to put the previous state, the previous data in your object when you want to update it, and then update what you want. All right. For now, where is my previous data? Here. My current data or my previous data is here, right inside this user, my state. And we can use it to, the first, we put the previous data here inside the set user and then update what we want. All right, I can use it, and this is my object. I need to use the structuring like this, and then update my property. For now, this work like what? This work like I'm putting this, what I select here, and then I update the name. Let's see that. Now, if I click on update, we can see that, yes, name will update, but age just stand what it was. All right. And it's the most important thing you need to know about object and arrays. All right. Of course, there is another way to access your previous state, because sometimes you may not access this user or your state in your component. You can use set user or your set state to access the previous state like this. Just now, I want to remove this to show you how it works. We can use an arrow function here, and this arrow function gives us the previous state like this. Inside this arrow function, I can write prev state. You can name it anything you want, but it's general prev state. And then you need to return it or use parentheses here, and then your object. Here I can use this previous state instead of this user here, like this. This is the exact what is this user. Let's see that. Previous state, and then update my name to John. All right, now let's see that. If I click on update button here, John will change, name will change, and age stand what it was. And that's another way which a lot of programmers use to update their state, which is if the state is object. All right. Now comes the most important question. Why we need to use useState? Well, already we have variable in React 2. Because React is a JavaScript library, then you can use variables in React 2. For answer that, I have two variables. The first one is state. The second one is a regular variable we use before in JavaScript. You counter state and counter var. All right, I displayed here to browser. Let's see that counter state and counter var. Let's see, is there any problem or not? No, there is not any problem here. Everything is fine. Everything work fine and correctly. We have current counter state here, which is number 0, and counter var is a variable. Again, it's 0. No problem. But the problem comes when you want to update your state. For that, I want to put two buttons here. One for update of my state and another for update the variable. All right, for updating state, we need to use set counter state. All right, the second thing which useState gives us. I can use it and I can update it to number 2. And for updating my variable here, I can use variable and equal it to number 4. All right, let's see that what happened. Now, if I click on update state, you can see that yes, it will update, everything is fine and nice. And now, if I click on update variable, we can't see any changes. Why? Because React component needs to re-render. We need to know how React components work. React components need to re-render to show us the update things. For example, if you update your state, React component needs to re-render to show us the new updating things. Or when you updating a variable, React component needs to re-render to show us the new things. Now, the reason is React component is not sensitive to any regular variable like this. If you update it, React component just doesn't care. But React component is sensitive to any state you are using. When you call setState method, React component knows when when your state will update, React component knows it must re-render your component to show you or your users the new updates things. And that's why we need useState here instead of variable. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and leave a comment down below for me. See you.